On January 15th to 16th, 2025, a French Navy Atlantique II maritime patrol aircraft, serving on a NATO mission, was exposed to the targeting radar of a Russian S-400 air defense system. This incident, considered an aggressive act in violation of international norms, drew condemnation from the French Defense Minister, Sébastien Lecornu, via X, formerly Twitter. This incident took place amid heightened tensions in the Baltic Sea, a strategic region that is often a point of contention between Russia and Western countries. NATO patrols in the Baltic Sea aim to maintain maritime security and protect vital infrastructure in the region. These operations have been further strengthened in response to recent incidents, such as damage to undersea telecommunications and power cables allegedly involving Russian sabotage. As part of Operation Baltic Sentry, NATO deploys frigates, patrol aircraft such as Atlantique II, and naval drones to ensure effective monitoring of these crucial waters. Atlantique II patrolled around Swedish waters and the Baltic Sea, scanning around 200 vessels without finding anything suspicious. Most likely, the S-400 radar targeting this aircraft originated from the Kaliningrad region of Russia. The S-400 Triumph system, made by Atlantique, is an advanced air defense system equipped with highly capable radars. The 92 N6 Gravestone fire control radar can detect targets up to 400 kilometers, while other radars such as the 96 L6 Cheeseboard and 91 N6E Big Bird provide detection capabilities at various altitudes up to 600 kilometers. The S-400's advantage lies in its ability to launch a variety of missiles according to the threat, including hypersonic missiles with a speed of Mach 15, which gives it an edge in rapid interception. The system can also attack up to 80 targets simultaneously. Atlantique II, a patrol aircraft produced by Breguet and Dassault Aviation, has outstanding capabilities in anti-submarine warfare and maritime surveillance. With a flight endurance of 14 hours and a range of 4,300 nautical miles, it is an important asset for NATO in maintaining the security of the Baltic Sea. The aircraft's advanced radar and sensor systems allow for highly effective monitoring of maritime activity in the region. Although this incident did not develop further, the act of using radar targeting against Atlantique II is considered a form of provocation or show of force. Similar incidents, while alarming, are considered relatively frequent in a region where there is intense interaction between NATO and Russian forces. General Christopher Cavoli, NATO's supreme allied commander in Europe, stated that while the situation is serious, this kind of incident is not unusual. This incident further highlights the importance of diplomacy and vigilance in maintaining stability in the Baltic Sea region, which has become a scene of increasingly intense geopolitical tensions. The presence of advanced defense systems, such as the S-400 in Kaliningrad, along with patrolling operations conducted by NATO, suggests that any movement in the region has the potential to add to tensions. However, despite both Russia and NATO displaying advanced military capabilities, diplomacy remains the key to avoiding further escalation. The increased frequency of patrols by NATO in the Baltic Sea, involving aircraft such as Atlantique II, gives an indication that the region is increasingly seen as a focal point in global competition. Close maritime surveillance, including observation of passing vessels and analysis of military activity, is increasingly important to ensure regional security and stability. These patrols not only focus on immediate threats, but also seek to detect potential actions that could damage critical infrastructure such as undersea communications cables, vital to global networks. The tensions in the Baltic Sea, as seen in this incident, also reflect the impact of wider conflicts, particularly those related to Ukraine. NATO and Russia continue to face off in a geopolitical arena that is heavily influenced by events in the Eastern European region. Every step taken by either side, whether in the form of military or diplomatic operations, has major implications for global security. While the incident did not immediately trigger a major confrontation, it exposed the risks faced by NATO and Russian forces operating in close proximity. In this context, the presence of advanced technologies, such as radar systems and hypersonic missiles in the S-400, gives Russia a significant advantage in maintaining control of the air and sea space around Kaliningrad. Conversely, patrol aircraft such as France's Atlantique II also demonstrate NATO's superiority in maintaining surveillance and readiness to respond quickly and effectively to threats. While incidents of this kind are not uncommon in a region fraught with military tensions, warnings and shows of force still risk exacerbating the situation. Therefore, it is important for all parties involved to continue to emphasize the importance of communication and dialogue in preventing further escalation. As General Cavoli noted, although similar incidents occur fairly frequently, there is still a need for heightened vigilance and a clear understanding of the potential risks involved. Against this backdrop of tension, the Baltic Sea remains emblematic of the complex military power dynamics between Russia and NATO. The region, rich in trade routes and critical infrastructure, continues to take center stage in global competition involving major powers. Looking ahead, tensions such as those seen in this incident are likely to continue to arise, and efforts to maintain the balance of power and avoid open conflict will be a major challenge for all parties involved. Overall, the incident involving Atlantique II highlighted how fragile things are in the region. While the incident did not develop into greater tensions, it provides a stark illustration of the dynamics that exist in the Baltic Sea. Military power, advanced technology, and diplomacy all play a role in shaping the course of the region's history, which will continue to take center stage in the wider global competition. With tensions continuing to grow, it is important that all parties maintain vigilance, but also strive to create space for dialogue and diplomacy to avoid the potential for greater conflict.